But it's a story about my brother. His name is Patrick. And when Patrick was in junior high school, he wanted to be on the football team. So he did make the team, and he ended up, my mother had to go out and buy him a pair of cleats. Everybody know what cleats are, right? So she went out and she purchased him a pair of cleats, and she paid $50. That was a lot of money for back then. And we were from a little town in southwest Georgia called Bainbridge. Maybe some of y'all know about Bainbridge, Georgia. So for $50 in Bainbridge, Georgia with 6 kids, that's a lot of money. So like I said, Patrick made the team, and he was on his way from football practice one day, and in order to get home you had to walk across a bridge, and it's called the Flint River. Anybody familiar with southwest Georgia? So there's a bridge that crossed from one side of town to the other side of town. So he kind of threw the cleats over his shoulder like this. Okay. So he's walking across the bridge, and I don't know what happened. I don't know if he was just waving at somebody passing by or whatever happened, but the cleats fell into the Flint River. Okay, so my brother decided that he would jump off the bridge and jump into the Flint River to retrieve his $50 cleats. Okay, so he jumped in, and I know we have a lot of Gator fans here today, but it was gators in the water, and not the Florida Gators, but real gators. Okay, so it took him a while to get in and get the cleats, but he was able to retrieve his cleats, and he came home late that evening. And my mother, all of us was waiting for him. We're like, what took you so long to get home? So he said, Mama, she said, why do you look like that? You're wet, you know, your clothes are dirty, you look bad. What happened? Did you get in a fight? What happened? So he said, Mom, I jumped into the river because my cleats fell out and they fell into the water, so I had to go in and get my cleats. And so my mother said, boy, are you crazy? You jumped into the river to get the cleats? And she said, why? And he said, because you paid $50 for these cleats, Mama. So to make the point, I'm going somewhere with this. Sometimes when you have something and you're going through life, you have to know the worth of yourself. Okay, it's not about the things, but he felt that those cleats were so valuable, and my mother had invested so much of her time and efforts into buying him those cleats that at any cost he was going to go in and retrieve it. And that's just the way Jesus did with us. He came down from heaven, you know, he didn't have to, and he sacrificed his life for each one of us here today because he knew our worth. So we have to, as young people, old people, everybody, we have to realize that we are precious in the eyes of God, and that we need to care about each other. And that's what this is all about, community. It's coming down off your high horse or your comfort zone and coming out and giving love to people that you don't know and sharing the love of Jesus. Because you can never tell a person, come go to church with me, if you can't help them meet their basic needs. And we have to show people that we care about them and we love them. Just as the cleats had a $50 value, we're all priceless in the eyesight of God. So I just want to share that with you. The residents of Phoenix, we're honored to be here today. We love you guys, and my occupation is a teacher, so I plan on investing some time in the community as a tutor. I work at the PACE Center for Girls here in Gainesville. We work with at-risk girls. They come from all kinds of disadvantaged backgrounds, but the bottom line is everybody want to be valued at the end of the day, and everybody wants to be loved. So I'm committing to giving some hours to the center to tutor, especially for the state standards in English. That's my thing. Don't come to me for math now. Y'all got to go to somebody else. Linda Lewis over here can help y'all with math. It's a computer man back here. So I just want to say I love y'all, and I'm going to pass it on to the next person. God bless you all. Amen.